All right, welcome to round number 4. We find ourselves on the play with another one-lander, but I can't do it. I can't ship this one. It's too many one drops. Nettle Sentinel. We got our Heritage Druid. We got Bloodbraid for a little bit of value at the top end. We are on the play, so there's additional risk here, but even if we miss on land, we still have a lot of mana sources in this hand. This is one of those hands where maybe you say, is there really incentive for keeping this, though? Do we really have the upside if it does work out? If we hit one land right away, are we really that happy? I think the answer is yes. But I could definitely see an argument that, well, we're really not going to be that explosive here, right? I'm going to cast a bunch of dorks and that's it. But on the play blind, I think that's fine, especially following up with Bloodbraid Elf on turn 3. It's not, it's not like a turn 3 kill, but it's still good. I'm just going to respond. Okay, not really. They just want to F6. Unfortunately, it's not a company. It's a Bloodbraid Elf, so we don't get to also cast that here. But if it was a company, we'd get to cast it, and that'd be gross. I'm gonna ops, probably looking for the second land. Interesting. All right, well, I likely do that first. All right. I guess I might as well have a bunch of extra mana. That I don't need. All right. Maybe another lead the Stampede. That would be it's not very likely, but I would definitely like that. Okay. Also not very likely. In fact, equally likely to hit another Llanowar Elves. The 4th Llanowar Elves, but that's all right. Yeah, not the best Bloodbraid hit, but that's okay. We still have a ton of pressure on board, which is worth something. Opponent's got to deal with this. Hopefully they're not an Anger the Gods deck main deck. But there's not a lot of that. Not a lot of that at the moment. So we'll probably be fine. But if they cast Anger right here, I'm sure we'll lose. Electrolyze. Okay, we could probably beat that one. Elvish Mystic. Well, at least we get to untap this guy. It's not all bad. Let's make sure it's uncounterable, Powerful stuff. Yep. Pretty happy to draw Elvish Mystic if it means my opponent's going to die, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I guess they live to see another day, but barely. Sometimes pile of Elvish Mystics and Llanowar Elves is enough. All right. So it's hard to know exactly what flavor of blue-red our opponent's on. It certainly seems to be some kind of blue moon, most likely. They're going to have Anger in their 75 regardless, so I'm interested in these Thoughtseizes. I'm not that worried about Blood Moon, to be honest. It's mildly annoying since our mana base is sort of greedy, but really isn't that bad. I mean, we don't have that many ways to find basic forests, but obviously we have a lot of dorks. Those can die, and we could be lacking the ability to find basic forests. But if we have like one basic forest, we'll usually be able to produce double green after that. So I'm not really that interested in something like Reclamation Sage. I probably want additional grindy elements, such as Shaper's Sanctuary and Lead the Stampedes, but I imagine my opponent has some kind of combo kill. Maybe I should hedge against them having Madcap, and then like Reclamation Sage helps me in that regard as well. I don't really want to be just cold to Madcap. But they could easily just be Through the Breach or have none of that and just be a control deck. They could even be a Kiki-Jiki deck. But I've seen a lot of Madcap here and there. I think I want to hedge against that. Plus, it still blows up Moon, like we said. I mean, it was still something we were kind of considering, but isn't really exciting. So there's 8 cards worth mentioning here. The problem is there's not a lot I want to cut in this matchup. But in the grindy matchups, I like cutting the Elf Sentinels and the Elves of Deep Shadow. That'll at least make room for some stuff. Man, this is going to be real tough, actually. I could cut some Dwynen's Elites, but they are really annoying for my opponent. Again, it's a situation where they can be kind of a liability, but blue-red decks don't exactly like having to deal with multiple bodies outside of having anger. Probably cut another dork. I would just definitely rather have Lead the Stampede than the Visionary here. Then maybe I'll cut like one Dwynen's Elite for Rexade to just not have the 4th lead. Don't think I want to cut another Mana Dork, but it's possible I'm supposed to. So this hand is very slow, but obviously has a lot of powerful grindy elements, so still appealing, especially on the draw. I think I'm going to keep it, but the concern is that my opponent is going to have some kind of combo kill that punishes us for being this slow. Again, you never really know when you're playing against a blue-red deck in Modern right now. There's a lot of different flavors people like to go for, but I anticipate that my opponent is interested in some kind of combo kill, and this is not a particularly proactive or fast hand by any means. It does produce a basic forest, which is nice. And it does have a cavern, which is nice for a couple of reasons. Plus all the grindy elements, so I think I'm interested. Azuri, not a very exciting draw. Happy to lead on Shaper's Sanctuary, particularly because my Heritage Druid is not going to be doing anything next turn unless I draw exactly Dwynen's Elite and my Heritage Druid lives. So I'm fine with that. Hopefully we draw another 1-drop next turn, though. Oh. Seems like we're kind of all or nothing on these 4s. Either have a pile of them or none of them. What were the scries on that? I missed that. Top. All right. Still no fetching. Yeah, we're definitely all or nothing on these 4s. That's not great. Do I allow a Snapcaster to Ambush Viper this Heritage Druid? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we actually picked up an additional copy of every card in our hand. That's not great. Oh well. Come on, lightning bolt this. All right. Surprise, did not get lightning bolted. Opponent is fetching now. Gonna put a couple duels into play tapped, it would seem. Maybe they're just gonna Jace us this turn. Mountain. I guess they intend to do something. No? Okay. Wonder why basic mountain then. What's the advantage? Yeah, they do have Madcap. Well, I'm glad we have our Rex Sages in. But in the meantime, there's this 8/8. It's a little bit of a hassle. They actually are on Through the Breach and Madcap. Also have Anger, Abrade. Oops. Yep. All right. They did leave in Moons. I guess I should mention that as well. I guess I play Azuri. I mean, you just have like Cryptic tap. If they even have Cryptic in their deck. Remember there was a list this past weekend that had Cryptic in the sideboard. And they have a lot of stuff in their deck right now, so. Yeah, I don't really like dying to Bolt or Snapcaster here, so I think a block is in order. I think I try to keep the Azuri. Even with a backup one. Alright, land. Alright, I guess we'll throw a Shaman of the Pack away. That way if I draw a dork instead of a land, bolt me. Okay. That way if I draw a dork instead of a land, yeah, okay, sure. Oh, kind of a do nothing game for us, but such is life. All right. So now we know for sure. I mean, there's Fracturing Gust, but that seems way too clunky. I think we just stick with what we've got. Possibly bring in this additional Lead the Stampede over another Elite, just to make it easier to find Rexage when we need to. Yeah, I can't keep this one, unfortunately. Yikes. We get our Scry. I mean, this is not even very big of an incentive. This hand is pretty bad. I think 4 is actually better on average, unfortunately. Yeah, this hand is much better than that. If I was on the draw, this would be great. On the play, I guess I bottom this. Yikes. This league has really taken a turn for the worse. We had a good start, but all right, found one of these anyway. So now the question is, do we play it or play it Dwynen's Lead? No value. I probably need to squeeze all the value out of my cards that I can, to be honest. Still was hoping to find something better, which is why we bought him the other one, but also Thing in the Ice. Yeah, my opponent just has a bunch of different stuff. Well, we're not getting angered, so I guess that's good. Scry's bottom top. But yeah, they're flush with win cons. I mean, Thing in the Ice and Madcap and the other plan as well. Fortunately, I cannot cast this Bloodbraid Elf. Braid. No, I guess I'm not attacking this turn. I guess I didn't really have attacks anyway. This thing's just gonna flip on turn 4. It's not great, I'll be honest. It's not good for the home team. Ops, yep. I don't really see us beating this, to be honest. I mean, I could draw a land and go Land Elves. Dwynen's lead, but I mean, my opponent's got 6 cards. They've scryed to the top. The last 2 scries. Yeah, pretty bad follow-up turn for us. Llanowar Elves go. Sure. Yep, and now I'm in Abyss mode every turn. I mean, I guess I could go like land guy, land. Have 4 drops, so there are multiple bodies, so we still have a route, but it's not very realistic. In fact, with me missing on land here, no, I guess I technically have the same route. Go land, Elvish Archdruid, land, 4 drops, but I am guessing we die in this turn cycle. Maybe even in a spectacular fashion. Maybe we get like through the breached anyway. All right, not spectacular, but still dead. Unfortunate, but mulligans to 4 will generally do that. All right, see you in the final round in just a moment.